Ahora, listo ahora, ok. So este es en Polo de Guerrera, ¿no? De Perú. Vamos, Perú. Okay, enough foolishness. This video is specifically for one of the clients who messaged me on Coodhja on how to start a product. You want to, I know a lot of entrepreneurs are out there and they're wondering, okay, I have an idea. What do I do? Okay. It's a lot simpler than you think. It's a lot simpler than I think. Let me make that clear. It's going to take a little bit of money and not a lot. With as little as 20,000, you can get your product started. This is no joke. And how I suggest you do it is to start small, get your profits, use the profits of the company, pump it back into it. Start small, start selling before you set up everything. So here's what I suggest you do. Come up with the name of a logo that you want. Come up with the name of a brand that you want. For me, my brand was Coodhja. As a matter of fact, something I have in the back end, something I had long ago that I might start back up is basically come up with a brand name that you want. Everyone did this. They come up with a brand name first, right? Come up with a brand name you want in your head. Think about the products you want to do. Coming up with a brand name is not hard, but be careful how you come up with a brand name. The reason I say this is a lot of people come up with a brand name and they come up with their own name. My suggestion to you is don't use your own name. The reason is you might want to sell a company in the future and it's going to be, you know what I mean, hard to sell your own name. If you think you want to sustain it for the rest of your life and use your own name as a product, you can. Because a lot of people have done that as well and been successful with it, right? So it's all up to you. If you want to come up with a product, if you want to come up with a brand name not to sell in the future, you can use your own name. It actually has benefits and it has some benefits, it has some disadvantages. Understand? Benefits, it has a more personal touch. Disadvantages, when it comes to selling, it's going to be harder. Anyway, make up your mind. Come up with a brand name. Second thing is design a logo. Okay, design your logo, appealing. Think about the future when you're designing the logo. As a matter of fact, first you can design your logo not so professional, but do it good. Do it half good, if that makes any sense. After you design your logo, you want to design a label for whichever product. So you're coming out with a castor oil. And your brand name is Hair Well. Yeah? Hair Well. I wouldn't suggest you use a brand name Hair Well because it restricts you. And I'm telling you what not to do so you know how to think when you're creating your logo and your brand name. If you create a brand name named Hair Well, you are restricting yourself to only hair. The disadvantage of restricting yourself to only hair is you might want to tell people it can be used for the skin, but you can't. The advantage of restricting yourself to only hair is that you can become specific to the market and branch out. You can specifically focus on hair. So come up with a brand name. I'm giving you all the pros and cons so that when you're coming up with a brand name, you know what to do. After you come up with your design your logo, after you come up with your brand name, design your logo, next thing you want to do is design your label and make sure you have a barcode on it by that time. Of course, we do all of those services. So you design your label, come up with something that you can see the brand name from far. Like you can see it from far, from at least 12 feet away, you can see the name. Right? You can see the name, you can see the name of the product, you know what it's for, do your label properly, put the name on the front, logo at the top, in the middle, name of the product, at the bottom, the amount in the jar, design your label properly. Then go and find the packaging. As a matter of fact, you're probably better off finding the packaging first. A very popular place in Jamaica to find packaging is Pack Mart International, limited there on 35 Balmoral Avenue. Go and find your packaging, print a sample, they print labels as well, print a sample of your label, put it on the jar, and you start your first product. Then you start selling to clients, you start getting reviews. Reviews are very, very powerful. Start getting reviews, and that's it. I always like to keep my videos 5 minutes because that's a good amount of attention span. So anyway, that's why you start your first product. Then you start selling, bring in the profits, grow your company. I'll do other videos on how to grow a company. Thanks for watching this video. Comment below if you know anyone need my help. Share it with them. You know my story. My dream is to take every single Jamaican entrepreneur from here to there. Peace.